My name is Caoimhe Connolly. I am based in Mid-Ulster and I currently work with CavanaghKelly as an associate within the corporate tax team. My chartered accountancy journey really began whenever I decided to do a degree in accounting and finance, and I chose to do that in Liverpool. But whenever I got the chance to do a placement year, I decided to do that in a management accountancy role in County Cavan. And that really opened my eyes to the world of finance because I met loads of different business partners, and working with an audit team, I realised that this is a really dynamic career. So whenever I returned to my final year in university, I got involved with our finance society. I became the vice president of that society, and that meant that I was involved in getting loads of guest speakers in to talk to members about their own professional experiences. And as a listener, that helped me guide my postgraduate decisions. So when I did graduate, I came back to Northern Ireland and started working with CavanaghKelly and signed a training contract. And now, having passed my FE exams recently, I'm only at the start of my chartered accountancy journey, so I can't wait to see where that will take me. So I believe I support SDG 4, quality education. A few years ago, I set up my own personal finance blog, which was on LinkedIn and Instagram. And on that, I was educating readers on the likes of personal finance, investments, tax, credit scores, all that good stuff. So it's my objective with that blog that there will be no barriers to anyone receiving good personal financial management security. I also believe I support SDG 13 climate action. From being involved in the Chartered Star process in 2022, I felt like I had a lot of learnings that I could bring back to my peers and my practice. And we've made a lot of changes in the practice, specifically in the last 12 months actually. So we have an ESG committee now, and as part of that, I am within our planet team. So we are really tackling our own responsibility towards climate change as a practice through that initiative. And one example of the things that we've brought into the practice is battery recycling boxes, which we didn't have before, but now we have them in all our Dungannon, Enniskillen and Omagh offices. And another really good initiative we had just after Christmas there was our pre-loved sale. So that was where staff would bring in their, fashion, puzzles, books, and that meant that other staff could shop their stash and it wouldn't be going to a waste site in landfill or something. So I also support SDG 15, and it's probably something that impacts my day-to-day the most because coming from a family farm, life on land is quite important to us. So at home here on the farm, we have half the land planted in trees and the other half is utilised towards supporting animal health. But I'm also a certified beekeeper, and it's a well-known fact that bees are crucial contributors to our ecosystems and food security. So I'm proud to support the environment in doing so, and will continue that for as long as I can. Firstly, it would be a privilege to represent the Institute at the summit this year. I believe I would be a good representative on behalf of the Institute because I align a lot with their values. So I'm accountable and I take pride in all my personal and professional ventures, to include my volunteer work, my involvement with clubs and societies, and my ability to take an idea and turn it into a positive action. I have helped the Institute with quite a few of the Northern Ireland Virtual Open Days, which would encourage students into studying with Chartered Accountants Ireland. And in doing so, I hope that I've shown that student members really engage with me and that I have positive things to say that are well received and that I can be a good role model. I've been following the summit itself for quite a few years now, and I would love to go for two reasons. Firstly, because I would love to see what world leaders have to say in response to our most pressing matters at the moment. And secondly, because I love meeting people from all walks of life and I want to have those conversations that will challenge my own perspective on things. Also, I believe that it would be something that would be expected of me would be to create social media content, and I would be confident in doing that, as I've said, with my personal finance blog. That's something I would have done on LinkedIn and Instagram. And a few years ago, I also took over the social media accounts for a charity which was holding its national conference in the Liverpool Echo Arena. and that went really well. I was managing Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at the time for them, so it would be something I would be more than confident in doing so, and I would just love the opportunity.